All right. Hello, everybody who is tuning in. Welcome to session 2 of Stormwreck Isle. And we are picking up. We didn't play last week, but we played the week before, and we are picking up in a storm, seeing how our characters are going to manage that situation. Just as a quick recap, they are heading to Dragon's Rest, and they had been asleep in the cabin when all of a sudden they got the call to come help up on the top of the deck. And when they got up there, they were greeted with quite the storm. And now we're going to see how we weather that. Let's go through. I'm Charlie, I'm the DM. And then we will start with Matt.
Hey everybody, I'm Matt. I'm Balric in this campaign, and yeah, happy to be here.
Awesome. Derek, you were up, and I don't know if you know, you're currently a black screen for the stream.
Yeah, I don't know if my camera broke or if my sliding screen is not open. But as I do my intro, I will try to fix it.
Awesome.
So hi everybody. I am Derek. I'm going to be playing Harag in this campaign, a high elf wizard who is evil at the current moment, and in a very sticky situation from our last session.
That you are. Devin?
Hey everybody, my name's Devin. I am playing Duper Thundermint. He is a Heron Gone Paladin, and I'm also in kind of a sticky situation, but not as bad as Harag is. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to play out.
Yes, you are also in kind of a tough spot as well, but you're right, not as bad.
Right.
And Gavin?
I'm Gavin. I'm playing somebody different from last time because of the situations that happened. I will be playing Vera, a grave cleric.
Who is currently in no situation, so, like,
Yeah,
best of the world
who
right
isn't
there.
in a situation.
Alright, and then JP?
Hi, I'm JP. I'm playing Arceus, a tiefling, and he does not feel very good on the ship. He does not like being on the sea.
Oh, even though he's blue like the sea?
Yeah, he's not a fan.
Alright, I'm going to add an image real quick to here for the meantime, so give me 1 second, and then we'll end. That's probably more than 1 second.
I
Good
don't
thing
know
you all
that,
aren't like
so-
my kids. They definitely would call me out on that. Alright, there we go. We at least have an image going on for Rog for right now as we figure out camera stuff. JP has taught me how to make some cool tokens is a big thing I have taken away. I've learned how to make them pop out and everything, so we're good to go. Alright, so where we last left off, we were on the ship, like I said. The storm was raging in, and the characters had been helping the crew try to kind of battle the way through the storm to the best of their ability. And that is kind of where we will be picking up. And since we do have some new players, and I know it might be hard, at least especially JP, not really necessarily knowing what's going on, but in the case of being in a storm and trying to help the crew, what do you think your character would have been doing in that case?
JP, would you like to go first?
Yeah, you can go first. So Arceus, being already not a fan of being on the sea, is trying to find the most sturdy thing and just hold on for dear life. He does not feel well and is not a fan of the seas getting even rougher.
Okay. Yeah, and for ease sake, I'm gonna go based off of the stuff that we had done in the previous session with the group that was here for our different checks and things, just to keep it simple. So you were holding on, kind of bracing. Are you trying to be like more in the center of the ship? Would you say, away from the
Yeah,
water?
because he does. Yeah, he does not want to be near the water.
Okay. And then, is it pronounced Vira?
Vera.
Vera. Okay.
Vera is right now, like before the chaos started happening and the storm was just going, was kind of just standing out in the storm, just letting the rain hit them. And right now, they're just helping people get to secure areas and stuff.
Okay.
Just making sure everybody else is safe.
Awesome. Alright, and we do now all have our cameras up, so we are good to go. We are playing with 5 tonight, and then we will be adding a 6th one later on. So you all are standing there. The last thing that you probably remember hearing was, as you were standing there, the captain shouting, oh shit, as the storm kind of came to a calming point, which, feels good, like, initially, but then you realize that Captain Stormbreaker is really kind of freaked out by the sudden calming of the storm. And as, she is realizing that, oh, something is getting ready to perhaps happen, she kind of takes a look at what the group has accomplished along with her crew, as well, of course. And where we last left off, I know Valeric would have been, oh no, you were skedaddling up the mast. I don't know if anyone would have been super near her then at that point. But she does just kind of look over the ship and gives a thank you all for what you've done. As the storm comes, make sure to keep helping and brace yourselves for what's coming, but we have to keep the ship moving. And as she says that, a loud thunderclap is released from the sky, and you see lightning dancing across in the distance, as the storm seems to be coming back in full force. And so we are going to continue with what we were doing before, with kind of going through initiative of seeing like what you're doing and making different checks. Okay, you can choose to work on helping the ship. You can choose to work on helping yourself, whatever you feel is going to be the most beneficial to you as a group, individual, and the whatnot. So let me activate that. I think all of you have tokens. Yes, you all have tokens. Alright, so let's go ahead and, since we have new people in and everything, let's roll an initiative like we did before, to just kind of, so we can keep track of who's doing what as we go through.
Did mine roll? Yes, it did. Okay.
Oh, nice. Alright, so up at the top of the order, we have Valeric going first. What would you be doing? And at this point, you have gone up on the mass, is what you had left off having done.
Okay. Which mast did I go up? Did I go up the center one, or like there, or did I go up the one behind here? Or...
Let's just go, since it was close, let's go with that you went up the one behind.
Okay. And I did. So, I had steadied whatever she told me to steady. For some reason, my notes are not on here right now. Correct? I had
yes,
tied that down or whatever I was supposed to.
Yeah, you had gotten that tied down for her as well. She had you. Oh, what did she have you do? She had you lower the highest sails to help stabilize.
Okay. So then I guess having done that, I will crawl back down and walk back up to her and ask, "What else is there to do?"
As she is looking around, and I mean, at this point, like, the water is just, like, pelting you all, as you're standing there on the top of the ship, and the ship is swaying back and forth in the water, and you're not sure if it's the rain or the ocean or what it is that is splashing up, and she kind of, gives a look to you, and says, anything that you can do, you can down the hatches, secure the gear, whatever you can do so we don't lose anything on the ship. You can, if you need to pray, just anything to help.
Okay. Then if I see anything that's kind of floating around, or just not really floating around, but just loose up top here, I'll go and start trying to tighten that up. So
Okay. Yeah, so if you're securing gear, give me a athletics check.
athletics check. 16. All the good rolls are going to come now, and then nothing will come later.
All right. Yeah, so you take a look around at what might be loose, and you start grabbing some different crates and things that are up there on the top with you all. You're able to quickly kind of assess the situation, grab things, and you begin tying them kind of like behind the ropes that are like rope ladder. That's the word I want. That's going up out of the way, but still secure enough and, attached to something. Okay. And then let's go ahead and. You know why it does that sometimes? Next turn. Here we go. Alright, Gavin, you're up.
If I remember correctly, our bunny friend is stuck in a bit of a pickle in the ropes, correct?
Ulrich did free me from the
Yeah.
ropes when he ran by me.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So I
that
am
is
currently
correct.
just waiting in the, I think Charlie said it was like almost 2 feet of water in this section of boat.
Yes. That is correct.
Alright. And does Herog look in distress at all?
Yes.
You mean
Yeah.
confused? Does he look confused?
Confused is about the best word for it.
So yeah, Vera will casually just walk up. I can't move because game's paused. But casually walk up to Barog and teleport downstairs.
Hey, I thought I was doing great things.
Walk up to Barog.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
where am I going?
Okay, I'm gonna move your token.
Okay.
Okay, now I won't touch it anymore.
Okay.
Do not
Just
go on the
ahead,
staircases or you will be teleported.
casually walk up to Barog and just be like, do you need some help? And they will cast guidance on you. There you go, that might help you. Have fun. And we'll walk off to go help somebody else.
Okay, fair enough.
Just like helping the crew if anybody is in need and stuff like that.
Okay. Alright. Duper, our rabbit friend. No longer stuck in the netting now, so, and still holding a box, I believe is what you have in your
Yep.
hands.
Yep. I am going to try to get up towards Balric and the captain with this box and try to get whatever is in it to a drier location than in this pool of water. So let me. And with me being almost submerged in this, do I need to roll any sort of check to get up there?
I mean, I would say you've probably kind of, and you can pick from it like dexterity, athletics,
Okay.
acrobatics, something of that nature, because like a lot's going on. It's still rocking, and it is taking on water.
Right. Okay. I am going to roll a dex. Do Do you want a dex save or just a straight dex?
You can just give me a straight dex.
Okay. I'm going to roll a dex.
Hopefully you don't end up in the ocean.
Yes, 19. Holy cow, that's a good roll. I'm really scared for what's to come.
We're in trouble for the rest of the session now.
Yeah, you begin bunny paddling your way through that water like it's nothing at all to you.
Yes. So as I make it up towards Balric and the captain with my box, I am going to kind of see that Balric has started securing the cargo up there, and I'm just going to kind of put the box in with the rest of the stuff, and then turn around and see back towards where I just was, see if there is any creatures or supplies or anything else that I could kind of jump back in the water to save.
Okay. And can you give me a refresher? The box was just something you randomly got when you were trying to help. Is that where we came up with this? Okay.
So
it's on my
when I
list.
came up, yep. So yeah, when I came up from being downstairs, right after I got caught in the ropes, this box was floating right next to me. So I just grabbed a hold of it real quick, trying to help.
Oh yeah, and you still can't really see too much that's going on because you don't have
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All this exciting
Yep.
stuff that's going on. Lack of dark vision, which is like weird. I feel like rabbits can see at night. Like
Yeah, it's and that's something that I didn't notice at first until last session when Gavin kind of gave us all that guidance with his other character and kind of granted us all dark vision. I'm like, oh yeah, I already have that, and then I looked
was
and I'm
Wrench.
like, oh yeah.
You are the only one who cannot see in the dark, my friend.
I did just check. I can.
Okay, so yeah, you are taking a look around trying to find things to help with securing to the best of your ability as you're swimming around. Well, I mean, you're kind of out of the water at this point up on the top deck. Give me a... What was that? Save? Not save. Give me a... It was athletics.
Okay. There it is.
I think I've dice for this character.
Oof, there it is.
There we go.
You get up there and you're just kind of relieved to be, if you will, on drier footing. And so, like, you kind of look around, you are struggling to see in the rain and the dark, and you're not much help at all in this situation. And by not much, you did not help at all.
Yeah.
But you did get yourself to higher ground, so good jobs on that. Hurrah.
Sticky situation done.
Yes. Alright, Mr.
All right.
Sticky Situation.
Let's see how I want to get out of this. Well, I have two options of getting rid of the rope. I could either firebolt or use my torch. Which would you prefer, Mr. DM?
You know, I don't know that I really have a huge preference. I mean, I'm sure that the captain would probably prefer it to be your torch.
Okay, because I know if I do firebolt, I'm probably gonna miss it.
Probably.
Take out the mast on the ship.
Also, I don't know if it's just me, but you have
Yeah.
kind of like a scratchy audio.
Yeah, I'm getting that too.
I might have
Okay.
the wrong thing.
Oh, well, now it's, like,
I didn't even have
perfect.
split cam open. And that's how prepared.
That's okay. That's okay.
So, Harag will reach into his backpack and pull out his torch and light it and try to light the rope that is attaching him to the ship on fire.
Alright, Okay,
I
let's
mean,
just
lighting a
do...
torch in a storm is pretty difficult. Anyways.
Right. Okay, you roll a d20, I will roll a d20, and we will see what happens with this.
Okay.
That's gonna be what we go with.
If I can figure out how to roll just a straight d20 on this.
Bottom right hand. You see the dice looking things?
Thank you.
Ooh.
17.
Well, great. I rolled a 7, so you are able to get that torch out and get just enough, because it is still, like, raging, storm going on, but, like, you're able to burn enough to get out of the rope situation that you were in.
Yay, I'm no longer tied to the rope and the boat. And I guess if I didn't take my whole action, I guess I'm gonna jump off the disc into the water and try to make my way to the captain.
Okay.
Aha, I didn't go down the stairs.
I should have... I guess I can still delete them, but we won't be using this map after today, so... Jordan, I got a little too fancy with the tile thing. I'm still learning.
Yeah, it takes
so...
some getting used to.
Well, I really, like, I don't know, I thought I needed every staircase to have one, and that seemed to be maybe a little bit of overkill. Alright, so you get over to the captain, and she is standing there, white-knuckled, trying to steer the ship, and takes a look at you and is like, what is everyone standing around for over here? Clearly, misguiding her frustration at the storm. And then anything that I would say, having, like, done the burning of the rope and getting over there, that's probably, like, your action and your movement and stuff, and we're not really doing bonus actions, but if there's anything you'd like to say or ask, you certainly can talk to the captain.
I guess about the only thing Harag would ask is there anybody left below deck?
I think the captain would laugh at you. She, like, takes her eyes off of the route that she is going in and, like, looks at you and she's like, how the hell am I to know that? I am up here at the top of the ship. Are you missing anyone from your group?
I do not know.
Well, there you go. It seems you might be missing someone, or a couple of someones. Thank you for the comedic relief right there. I appreciate that. Alright, and then, JP, remind me, is it Arceus? Is that pronunciation?
Yep.
Okay. You are up. What would you like to try to do?
Seeing as everyone's going over there, he's going to try and stay with people, and he's going to try and use his wings to get up and over there real quick.
You went
hit a
downstairs to
staircase.
take a nap.
You asked if there was anybody
Hey,
downstairs.
somebody's below deck.
It is not.
There is.
What do we do? As he's trying to, like, not show that he's scared shitless.
And then, I guess, and this would also be true for, oh my goodness. Vera, I'm gonna be so bad at butchering that, and I will get better, I promise. So, describe Arceus to the group as he is coming over. Everyone may have noticed him at like dinner and things, but kind of was quiet, kept to himself in those instances. But now, as this crisis is emerging, has um, really made himself part of the group, helping alongside you all.
So Arceus is a 6 foot tall tiefling. Uh, he tries to wear fine clothes as much as he can. His two horns that are right on the top of his forehead are seem to have been broken off, and he has a pair of blue, like leathery bat-like wings on his back as well.
Awesome. And then, Gavin, you want to introduce and describe your character to us as well?
Vera is an elven-looking fellow. If my things will load, I'm pretty sure I wrote up a description. But they have like they have this orange flowing hair that looks like the colors of the leaves during fall time, during autumn. Um, and their clothes are very like flowy, very loose clothing. With that, and just kind of elven and androgynous in appearance.
Awesome. Thank you both for that. Okay. And then, Arceus, you've gotten over there. Is there anyone in particular you are talking to ask how you can best help?
I'm just kind of yelling it out to anyone who can hear me.
Okay. So as you are yelling things out, you do see the red-haired dwarf who is running all around the ship. Like, he is zooming all over the place, even though his
It's a
token suggests
gnome.
otherwise. Gnome. It is a gnome. You were right.
I remember getting yelled at last time.
You were right. Our gnome
Everyone
friend.
forgets it.
My bad. I mean, it's the image is hard to distinguish. I wasn't reading my notes. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, so he takes a look and like he's not really sure where the echoing sound is coming from as you are yelling. But he definitely says to you, anything that you can do, batten down the hatches to keep the decks from flooding. If you can kind of look ahead to see if there's a plot that might be safer for us to take or pray, whatever it is that you can do just to help.
Arceus would kind of look around and attempt to go back down onto the deck and help with the hatches if he can.
Okay, yeah, that is fine with me. So that will be a athletics check.
Ooh, I love those dice.
That is
It
cool.
would be a 9.
As you are going down, a huge wave crashes into the ship at that moment as you are heading down, and you kind of like as that happens, you get distracted by what's going on. And I guess you are flying, so even still, like, these waves are crashing up and over. So as it comes up and over, you just get kind of drenched and bogged down by the water. And you fall from flying onto the deck. And as that happens, at this point, okay, as the storm is raging on and that ship is being tossed violently back and forth through the waves, despite everyone's best efforts, the ship is unable to continue weathering the storm, and you hear the sickening crunch as the hull of the ship strikes against jagged rocks with tremendous force. And the ship kind of shudders and groans as the rocks just tear through those wooden planks with ease that is really kind of frightening to you all. And that impact is so severe. I need everyone to make for me a Constitution saving throw.
Please be high.
It's not as bad as I thought it
Ooh.
was gonna be.
Not that bad.
Oh, I was like, I feel like I'm... Oh, that is interesting. It says yours was rolled 3 minutes ago.
Whose?
Balric's?
So I think part of that might be so my computer time is always off. I have
Okay.
it's set to so it's currently set to 6:12 and my phone says 6:15. So
Okay, fair enough. I was just scrolling through and I was like, I see 4 of them, and then it was like, oh wait, I don't think I had you do a con save, but that was 3 minutes ago. Cool. So
yeah, I
as...
have no clue why. It's weird.
It is weird, but now, at least now I know, because I will be able to remember that whenever we're doing different checks and things. So as this crunching noise tears through the ship, the impact is so severe that you all don't even, like, you suddenly feel this, like, sharp shooting pain as you are slammed into the ship and ultimately slammed into the water. But then everything goes black for everybody. So the saving throw for that was actually pretty high on this. None of you made it, unfortunately, even those 15s. And so as this happens, you get slammed into the water, and you all awaken an hour later. Not that you probably would have any sense of time, but you find yourself sprawled out in the water. There are rocks that are in the water, obviously, where the ship has hit. Some of the ship at this point, from what you assume to be lightning, or maybe Harag trying to, catch the rope on fire. Some of the ship is currently on fire as you are laying there. You're battered and you're bruised. Your heads are throbbing. You are kind of spread out from one another. You start coming... Did you all just die? Nobody died yet.
Oh, thank God.
Nobody is dead. Nobody is
Thank
dead.
God.
Yet.
Well, I mean, a lot can happen between now and like 8 o'clock, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But you are not dead. You all are laying in the water, maybe floating. Who knows? You do start coming to. I do need all of you, since you failed your Constitution throw. The way that this is written, you are, for the amount of hit points that you are taking, it's half of whatever your total is. Like, if I had 10 hit points, I'm dropping down to 5. If you're at, like, I know there's people who are odd numbers, take the lower, because I don't want to kill you all. So, like, if you were 7, lose 3 points, and go from there.
So if I'm 11, take 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Which map do I want? It's this one. Oh, it's fun when I can see that I've been, like, adding things on here, testing stuff. When I go to a new map. Alright. And let me get your tokens added, and then I will activate the current scene for you all and give some more description too.
I was legit sitting there like Charlie's first TPK.
Like, I'm not against it, but I feel like this would have been a kind of lame one. Like, oh, you're on a ship and now you're all dead. Thank you
It
to
sinks
the
and
people.
you all get sucked in. So
You all take 30 damage. Charlie, we're level 1.
Thank you all to the people who just made new characters. Okay, so everyone is kind of together except for...
Except for me.
Except for you.
I'm really enjoying Duper, so I hope he doesn't die.
You know,
I think we all love Duper.
I'm hoping no one dies. Also, this starter kit, just to promote, like, I do like, there are some, like, built-in saves, and I think I would take advantage of them if this turns into a total party kill, because I'm not ready to deal with that. Okay, I do have 5 of you on here, so let's activate now.
oh god, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of fitting. So
Oh,
as
lovely.
you all come to, and I am gonna pause it for anyone who's like me and start moving around. As you come to, you are scattered amongst yourselves. You're kind of up on these rocks. You're not really sure how that happened. You kind of feel maybe there was like a guiding star that helped you get there. And you see everything is destroyed that's around you. You're struggling to gather your bearings as you realize that shit, we definitely crashed. We crashed and burned, and now you're laying on these rocks or holding on to them, whatever the case may be, and you see it in the distance. You can see the steep cliffs of the shore. You're unsure how far that distance is to the shoreline, but it is now, some time has passed, an hour has gone by, so it is morning at this point. So Duper, once you get your bearings, you can see. So we got that going on. You were close to getting to the final destination in that morning, and so you're not really sure how far away the shoreline is as you're looking around. The air is thick with the smell of salt water and rotting seaweed where you are. The thunderstorm is no longer raging, and it's kind of calmed down a bit. You definitely can see those gray clouds off in the distance. You can still see some lightning happen in the distance as well. And as you are laying there, you hear this ominous drone sound. Okay, and it sounds as though it's something that's being blown out of a shell. And hearing this just kind of sends shivers through your blood as you hear it. And as you kind of look around, you realize that about 30-ish feet from where you are, that there are a group of what you know to be sea devils. There's a group of 3 of them away from you. Some people call these sea devils shark-tooth raiders, and some call them shahugans. They have not noticed you. I need everyone to make for me a stealth roll.
Oh no.
Great at these.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Shit.
Oh no.
I get disadvantage on these. I rolled a 5.
Oh
I rolled
my
a
God.
1.
Now we might die.
Now we
Paladin,
might
heavy
die.
armor, disadvantage.
Wait,
Did you put your armor on? Yeah, I guess when you all got woken up for the storm, you weren't quite sure what was going on. Great. So as you are awakening, they definitely have taken notice to you. Describe what your character would do to call attention to yourself.
Vera would just shoot up and go looking around. Is everybody okay? Who needs help? Immediately start yelling, not even really checking their surroundings.
Same with Duper. Just kind of catching his bearings and then looking around to the people that had helped him and who was out helping others. For his first action, whenever it's his turn, he's going to cast Lay on Hands to himself, and then kind of look around to see if anyone else is looking distraught, to see if he needs to heal them as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and I spare the dying as a bonus action if anybody's in the dying condition at the moment.
And I'm gonna step us back a step. So as you're laying there and coming to, I would say anything that you are doing to yourself, I will let you go ahead and do anything that you want to do to yourself as you're taking in the surroundings and really what just happened as well.
So Balric would kind of like snore as he wakes up, and that'll probably get their attention. Just a solid. No, that wasn't me. That was you. And then check to make sure I still have my bow on me, everything like that. Stand up.
Yeah, you take a look around and kind of getting your bearings, and I will say, because I'm not an asshole, anything that you would have brought up with you all, or even if it was in the bottom, except for the one thing I will hold off on you all getting would be the trident that was found. So anything else of your person that would have been on the ship, so it is somehow near you. It just seems like there is something guiding everything towards where you needed it to be. Because it's not much fun to fight with nothing at all in the middle of the ocean.
Unarmed strikes!
And if you don't want that to be the case, then you can choose to ignore that you have your stuff. So that way you can play as hard as you want, but if you want to, it's floating by you.
Balric's bow is about all he has going for him.
I cannot take your hands.
I don't even get armor, so if I have it, I have it.
Okay.
Arceus would just kind of stand up and be like, "What the hell?" and look for his belongings that are somewhere in the water, possibly.
Okay.
He just remembers hitting the deck, trying to batten down the hatches, and then nothing.
Yeah, I became waterlogged. Is there anyone who did not? Harag, I don't think you...
don't worry.
Oh, don't worry.
It's another laughing moment.
Oh, God.
So,
did you read it
after
first?
gathering himself... Oh, I'm not doing those spells, don't worry. After making sure he has his staff and his spell book, he's going to stand up, if he can. I don't know how slippery these rocks are. Kind of look around and not quiet, just screaming to all of his newfound friends. This, my friends, is why I do not go off of land.
And right as you say that, a wave just hits you and knocks you right back on your ass. And on that note,
Yes.
On a serious note, you are still in the middle of the ocean. So, yes, you have somehow landed amongst these rocks, but, those waves are definitely still crashing. So, I do feel you probably would have fallen on your ass as you were announcing that. This is why I don't leave land. Bam! Alright, so, yeah, you all have somehow magically drawn all attention to you, and so, as, you are looking, and, well, I guess, really, as you're coming to, let's get some perception, or if your passive is higher, going with that as you kind of get your bearings to see if maybe some of you might not even notice them.
Now this is my shit right here. 17.
I have
Okay.
a 14 passive, but...
Oof,
Watching
I
them
rolled a
hit each
7.
other.
My
Aha,
passive is
19.
11, and I rolled a 10. So
My passive is a 12, and I rolled a 7, so...
All right. So Balric and Duper, you do not notice the threat that is over on the ship as you're coming to. You do not take notice of them. Everyone else, you definitely do notice the Shahugans ahead. And as you're looking, you can see that they have like this sharp tooth grin, and there's sunlight that's reflecting from their tridents as they are over there in the water. It looks like they are trying to gather something as they're kind of going through the shipwreck, looking around to see what they can find. And they definitely have taken notice of the group, and any of you who are looking at them, well, they have locked eyes with you, and they begin hissing and kind of clicking their teeth towards you, raising those tridents up in the air in unison, all three of them together. And the way that they are staring at you, you just suddenly feel very vulnerable from that stare, as though they are watching to see any flinch that you might make, any sign of weakness that you might have, that they can exploit from you all. And as you are locked onto them, you see one of them begin to dive off of the deck that they are standing on, and the others begin to follow with this quick, admirable agility that is unlike anything you've seen before. And with that, my friends, let's roll some initiative. Try not to die, please.
4 HP, here we go.
I refuse to try not to die.
I'm going to try to die. Try to make me not die.
Great, thank you all
Mr.
for that.
DM.
Hey, I'm ready. Like, my people survived going to the, the dragon and lost mine of Grindelver. JP, you're not listening to this, but was the first time I played it, and so I feel like it's my time to kill people because they were kind of asses, but they were rolling high enough on their charisma.
I actually killed Derek right before the dragon in
Yeah.
Lost Mine. So.
Yep.
Alright. Is everybody
Forgot
on
that
here?
that was the lost mine.
Alright, Harag, you're up first as you see these sea devils getting ready to jump into the water. And let me unpause the game.
So they have not officially hit the water?
No, since you are first in initiative, they have not, but, like, you can tell that they are getting ready to. Like, they are poised and ready to go. It's like the weird thing with
Perfect.
initiatives.
That means I can actually do something. I guess
Yeah.
I'm going to
Try standing
launch
on
a
that rock
firebolt.
again.
We'll see if I fall off. I don't know if you have any checks planned, but we'll see if I fall off.
Okay.
But, I'm going to firebolt the closest one to me.
That's this one right here. Go for it.
Oh, you actually have to select tokens in this one.
First attack roll of the game. I'm excited.
I'm just gonna roll through D&D Beyond, because I gotta understand Foundry better.
And if we
Should be
find
under...
that things I have set are too difficult, I can also later go back in and fix those so we don't have to deal with them week by week.
I rolled a 14 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
And that was a nat 10. 10 damage. 10 fire damage. I don't know if that matters.
It might. Let me actually... I like their character sheet better on D&D Beyond. I feel like I miss a lot on the Foundry ones.
There's a module to change those sheets too. I can try
Okay.
and send it over tonight later.
Yeah, because like when I look at it, I just never see the like resistances and all of those pieces. Okay, so we did Firebolt and okay, that is actually surprising to me that they don't have any kind of anything. Cool. Alright, so yeah, you immediately, after being hit by that wave, you get up and you come back, fire a blazing as you hit that one with 10 fire damage from the fire bolt that you have casted. Anything else that you'd like to do?
Not at the moment, because I'll probably end up falling off.
Alright, then that is going to actually take us to the Sea Devil that is a little further back, and it is going to dive off, and it's going to swim towards Valric there, and is going to attempt to hit with its, what I'm calling a trident, but is actually a spear.
Oh dear.
Well, that was a lot of dice. I don't know why I'm rolling with disadvantage. Well, it's okay. That was actually the lower one anyway. And it is going to miss from that, and it's going to try to give a second hit with it. And it's going to continue to miss. Yeah, because both of those are too low. I do not know why I'm going with disadvantage, but I mean, I am checking to go with the first one, and ironically, the first one keeps being the lowest. Vera.
First miss of the campaign.
First two misses, like, multi-attack couldn't even hit. What is going on? Alright, Vera, you're up.
I don't like this guy going towards my new friend, so I'm going to phase step over to here,
Okay.
which is a bonus action Misty Step, because I'm in a labyrinth. And then I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on this boy. This one. That roll on here? Yeah, it did.
It did. Did it make you roll with?
23 and 16 necrotic damage.
Nice. Oh, math is bad. Oh, that's easy math. Okay. Yeah, so you are not liking the situation and what is happening, so you move yourself over there and you immediately engage and attack with Inflict Wounds. Alright, anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Alright, Balric, you are up.
Not enjoying this this shark dealy being trying to hit me with this trident. I am going to pull out my two light hammers and use both my action and bonus action to try and hit him back.
Fair enough.
So that's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
4 damage.
Okay.
And a 17 to hit.
That will also hit.
And 5 damage.
Alright, describe what you do.
Well, so he's a little bit below me because he's in the water. So I'm basically just almost like I'm just taking him to like a smith. I'm just smacking down on him like I'd be hitting an anvil.
Okay. Yeah, you smack down on him and you succeed and, along with that, inflict wounds and stuff. Like, he is gone. Anything else that you'd like to do?
Nope, that should be all.
Okay. Arceus, you were up.
Arceus, not seeing his belongings right away, is going to come over here. Oh, wrong tool. And try to help out the best he can. He's gonna fly over and land kind of just behind. I think this is the canvas mass here or sail, and kind of hold my action for if anyone comes within range to yeah, make an attack.
Okay. And, yeah, okay. Alright, so then that brings us to this one. This one, is already been hurt from that firebolt and, is able to see what just happened with the other one. So it is actually going to, dive into the water and go underneath the, ship for now. Well, from what you can see, it looks like it has dove underneath the ship. Not really sure where it has gone. This other one here is going to swim towards Harag, knowing that he had cast that firebolt, well, had sent fire flying at them, and is going to attempt to try and bite Harag.
Oh no, here we go.
How rude.
Is going to miss, unfortunately, and so then is going to try, realizing that his miss, try to hit with its claws. Is going to miss on that as well.
God.
Man,
We have to
I
be
don't.
super lucky.
Yeah, because I'm apparently not rolling too well. Duper, you are up.
Perfect. So, seeing these shark people kind of target my newfound friends that I have recently acquired, I am going to try and swim my way to kind of the center of them. Is there any checks I need to make to swim that far?
No, I wouldn't see that you would need to.
Okay. And seeing that one of these creatures is trying to attack my friend Harag, I am going to cast Lay on Hands on him, giving him 5 HP. 5 extra HP from what he's already at. Let me roll that, if I can remember. I just rolled it. Where? Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at that fanciness.
So Harag now has extra HP. Or more HP.
So I needed 4. So would I put 1 into temporary or just max it out?
Well, that's up to the DM.
So
Uh,
correct me if I'm wrong. It would just max it out. Is that correct?
That's typically
That's how
I've
that's
seen
how
it.
we
Yeah.
have done it.
Yep.
it would max it out, but for lay on hands, you can also choose to just do 4.
Right. So I would just take 4 off of your lay on hands.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else that you would like to do?
So after I do that, I would. No, not at this time. I'm just going to kind of center myself behind my friends, kind of helping protect them when they need it, knowing that I have more. I can help them more standing behind them in this moment than I could standing in front of them.
Okay, awesome. And then that brings us back to the top with Harag. Which
So, feeling a hell of a lot better, I'm going to, being a wizard and only having spells, cast Toll the Dead on the one that hit me, and that requires a wisdom save of 12.
Toll the Dead was
I got
my-
half of that.
Oh no. Never mind.
I'm halfway there. I got 6. Does that count? Did I do good? I'm channeling my inner high schooler right now. Did I do good? I did half the work.
50%, you failed.
And he takes. Don't worry, I actually figured out how to do it. Six necrotic damage.
Ah, and it did it for me. I like that. Cool. Alright, anything else on your turn?
Nothing that I can do at this time.
Alright, Vera, you're up.
I'm gonna follow in his footsteps and cast Toll the Dead as well. Yes it is. So, will that roll? It has to make a wisdom save. Or take 5 damage.
And boom. Saving throw. Oh. He has become wiser to you all and got a 17 on that one.
That'll succeed, so he does not take the damage.
Okay. Excellent. Anything else for your turn?
Do I see, like, anybody, like, I'm not dead, but unconscious under the water?
Make me a perception check on that.
Uh, 23.
As you are looking around, you do see that there are some members of the crew who have gone unconscious or perhaps dead. So I will let that be up to you what you would like to do with that. But like
On the
no
closest
one of note. So like you don't see the captain, you don't see the first mate.
Just to the closest one, anybody within 30 feet. Bonus action, spare the dying, so, the creature's stable and not, like, bleeding out or something. Just to one of the bodies.
Okay. So you do that and oh, I don't want it to be a child. I love the rain. There we go. It kind of looks like the Trenchant Bowl Matilda, like from a glance. So you cast that, and you suddenly like see one of the crew members that were floating in the water, kind of splashing around in the water at this point, being stabilized. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that is my turn.
All right, Balric, you're up.
I think you're muted, Lark.
Whoopsies. So
Start over.
with the threat to me being gone, can I look around and see if I can see any other threats to us or anything like that?
Yes, make a perception roll.
Perception. Hey, dirty 20. So not a natural 20, but a dirty.
So you do see in the water, that there is a shark that looks to be approaching towards the group. And it's about right here, and I guess I can, at this point, drop the token in.
Okay. I will take a shot at said shark with my bow. Well, I guess how do you work switching between weapons? Is it a free action for you or?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I will
'Cause as
switch
a
to my
player,
bow and.
I always got tired of not being able to switch.
Okay, perfect. So I will try and take a shot. Is it at disadvantage or anything since it's underwater? Or?
I feel like the only thing that like doesn't get disadvantage, and anyone who knows, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's only crossbows are the one that you can fire and it does not get disadvantage.
Uh, rules as written for underwater combat is any ranged attack automatically misses unless it's a crossbow. Which has
Oh, shoot.
disadvantage.
Oh.
Dang.
You miss.
Yeah,
Vera-
I
You
automatically miss.
Vera
You missed.
will hand you a light crossbow if you wish. I have a light crossbow that's loaded if you wish to shoot it.
Well, I guess I probably would have tried to shoot not knowing with the longbow because being from the where I'm from, I wouldn't have ever really tried to fire into the water before. So,
Let's
so
go.
I'll
The hell of it. Roll it with disadvantage.
okay.
I will like decide later how I feel on that rolling, but I mean I feel like there's a chance. Oh shit.
Okay, that was a 17 and an 18.
Great. Okay. All right. Roll your damage.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So,
It's only 3 damage. So
ranged attack rules as written is anything beyond the normal range of the weapon automatically misses. If it's within the normal range, it has disadvantage unless it's crossbow.
Okay. Well, so that's exactly what we did.
Yep.
yeah, perfect.
See, look at that. We're following the rules without even knowing them.
Rules? What rules? There are no rules here.
We've
I just
only
felt like-
invented 3 things.
Yeah.
Yes. The telephone, the telescope. What was the third one?
I think it was only 2.
There might have only been
at
2.
this time.
I think it was 2 things.
Only 2. Okay.
There's still time in the day.
All right. And anything else on your turn?
Nope, that should be all.
All right. Arceus.
Arceus is Does not have any kind of ranged weaponry. So he's gonna come over and just try to help said individual onto the floating little bit of ship that's left. Get him out of the water while they stabilize.
Okay. Make me a athletics or a strength. I mean, I guess those are the same, aren't they? Make me an athletics check. Yeah, so you come over to help this random crewmate up onto the little bit of the ship that is left, not pulling a Rose and Jack situation, helping them up onto the raft because it clearly can fit more than one person.
And then just for flavor, I'm gonna say he picks up the random bag that's hanging from the ship there that happens to be his pack as well.
Okay.
That he dropped when he fell out of the sky doing the hatches.
Sounds good to me. Anything else that you'd like to do?
Not much else I can from this distance, so he's going to hang out.
Okay, fair enough. All right. On the uh, Sea Devil that dove off, he actually is commanding the shark that Balric had just shot at. And that shark is going to come forward and try to kind of jump out of the water a little bit and hit Vera. Will try to bite. Let's see if he can do it. But I guess I need to target.
No, you don't gotta target me.
Oh shit. Did I kill you? Please say I didn't kill you. Oh, I killed
no,
you. Well, I mean, you're unconscious.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm unconscious, but I'm not dead.
Right. Oh shit. But you're the cleric.
It's
Here comes
okay.
the paladin to save the day.
Oh.
So, how much damage did you do?
I did 11.
Cool. So, yeah, I'm not dead, but I am in death saving throws.
Okay, cool. And I think I covered this when we talked. I like rolling them for you all, and then that way, kind of the suspense thing. So,
Yep.
when we get to that point, oh, I'm sorry. I don't like how that feels.
Oh no, I'm fine with this.
All right. This Shahuga, I can't even speak now. This Sea Devil is going to attempt to try to bite and claw again at Harag, feeling as though with that shark joining in that they have kind of the JP, get out of my chat. That they have maybe the upper hand. Is going to make a bite and is going to miss. It's just because it was a nat 20 that I rolled. Is what just happened. Okay, and then the claws look like they hit. And 4 damage. I don't think I like how that's set. Okay. And that is going to...
I have a reaction I could use, but
Okay.
only if their roll to attack was over. God, I don't even know. I have it in my other characters, but I've never. Okay, +5. Failing math 3 years in a row is not fun.
Wonder you're evil.
17. If their roll to hit was over a 17, then I'm not going to, but if it was under, I'm going to cast Shield.
Yes, you can cast that. It was under.
And it's official. I am out of spell slots. This is not fun.
Alright, and then if you need to change your damage, go ahead and do that on there, since it automatically took it. So its to hit was 15, if that is at all relevant. Okay. Alright, and that will be its turn, bringing us to the Paladin!
Perfect. So, seeing my new friend Vera kind of hit the ground, kind of fighting for her life, I am going to use my action to cast Lay on Hands to make them stable so they no longer have to make death saving throws.
Perfect.
Restore 5 HP. And then seeing this other kind of sea devil attack my other friend, Harag, I am going to kind of shimmy, I want to say, because he's a lot taller than I am. I want to try to shimmy my way in front of him, kind of putting myself in between both him and Harag. Oh, I do not want to be on top of him. There we go. Well, shoot, it's not going to let me do it. And kind of stationing myself in between them to shoot.
Describe what you're...
To kind of
We'll go for
okay. Okay, so I'm pretty much just kind of putting myself in between them so that creature cannot attack my friend again.
Okay. So let's say, like you've moved over and you've gotten the attention of that creature on you. So if he is still kicking when it gets to his turn, he won't attack Harag, he'll go for you.
Okay.
Sound good?
Perfect.
Okay. Cool. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, there's nothing else I can do at this time.
I love all your guys' chatter because I only just realized I should have been rolling with advantage this whole time. So you're lucky that I'm the DM that doesn't read everything all the way through.
Oh, because Hagen get advantage on anybody who's injured.
Yeah, some blood fringy going on. Harag, you are up.
Well, now that I actually know how to select targets, I am going to cast Chill Touch on the sea devil shark thing that has been attacking me.
Alright. Do I have to make a
And-
saving throw or anything?
It is just a roll to hit.
Cool. Roll to hit. Get him.
Am I supposed to be disadvantaged or do normal rolls? Because I clicked attack and it said, would you like to be disadvantaged?
I don't feel like you should. I don't know. So it's doing that on mine too, where it's automatically disadvantaging. So I would ignore that because I don't see any reason you would be unless I'm wrong. But I don't know that I'm wrong, so we don't know. Shit. Look at that ice that just popped up.
$21.
Alright, 21 does hit.
It takes 4 necrotic damage.
Cool. I do love that it just does the math for me. Yeah, so you send this icy shiver going through this sea devil. Not putting up with its shit. Vera, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this shark who tried to bite me.
Oh, but it's just a shark that's being forced to do someone else's bidding.
And it's gonna get Guiding Bolt.
Well, fine then. It's gonna bite you again.
It's the natural if he lives.
You want to kill Sharky? Oh shit!
Holy crap!
Oh dang!
Wow.
Yeah.
Get out of
Yeah,
here
is
with all those dice.
that shark gonna live?
That's like a level 18 rogue. Sneak attack damage.
Was that a nat 20 to hit too?
It was, yeah.
Yep.
Good lord.
Does he have anything? Yep. So you suddenly see the water turning red from the blood of the shark, but you do still see its little tail kind of moving just ever so slowly in the water.
And then I'll just kind of back up. Hopefully here if I can.
Yeah, and the wave hits you and knocks you into the bloody water after hurting my little shark.
Ow! I still have open wounds. That salt water's gonna hurt.
I'm just kidding. The wave does not hit. I didn't bring my hard game tonight.
Next attack on that shark has advantage.
Get out of here. The shark is almost dead. Alright, Balric, you are up.
I will utilize that advantage and make it non-disadvantage.
Walk up to it and hit it in melee if you would.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'll swap. I'll swap out to the light hammers and walk up and hit it in melee. Yeah, 2 attacks because I have two weapon fighting. So
You have to hit it before you can have anything, right? That misses.
yeah, true. That
No,
was
you roll at
yeah.
advantage.
yeah.
Nope.
It still misses.
An 11 misses.
Oh.
Let's hope that the bonus attack can hit. Hey, 19 to hit.
That hits.
You sound so sad for your shark.
Yeah, he was
For
just
sure.
gonna bite and leave.
Bit my head off.
And
Was.
dang it, 2 damage.
How do you kill my shark?
Woo! About the same way as the one that was attacking me with the trident. I'm just gonna straight whack down at the water at its head. So
What you meant to say is you kill my shark in these cold, icy waters with your cold, icy heart.
cold icy hammer too. Don't forget.
Don't forget. Anything else you can do to hurt my shark? Because it's dead.
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Arceus, you were up.
I guess as we're kind of getting into a point where people are going down, our case gonna fly over. And attempt to just throw a dagger at the Sahagin.
Alright, go for it.
If it'll let me hear. Sorry.
It does hit. Alright, yeah, so you throw that dagger at the sea devil there, and it stabs right into it. Anything else that you'd like to do?
Well, 1 second. I'm pretty sure you would get sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of a.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. I think it's only 1 or 2 die right now. I think.
It could be enough. Oh yeah, it was enough. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Uh, nope. I think that would be it. He'd kind of throw his dagger and kind of go like right in between the eyes of the Sahagin, and
Yep.
All right. And with that, the other one that was further away, it's seeing the water turn red from the shark and the sea devils that you all have killed. It's going to just, I like you all couldn't see it; it was under the water anyway. But like, it's going to just continue to swim far away from this group that is a lot stronger than I thought you would be, which is good considering you started this with half your hit points, and that will take us out of initiative.
Yes. We survived, everybody.
You did survive. Even with me taking half your hit points, you managed to survive. So you all have found yourself, for the most part, all of you are on that same rock as the waves are crashing in. You do have one random crew member that is on part of the ship over northwest of you all as you're there. What would the group be doing at this point? So the shore is a ways away from the group. You're in the middle of the ocean, and the waves. I mean, I was nice because I didn't feel like trying to think through that, but like the waves are still, going around you. Like you're in pretty deep water.
If my arrow is still in the shark, I would try and grab the arrow and then start skinning the shark while listening to everyone else's ideas.
I'm just gonna be looking like if there's any salvageable cargo, um, any salvageable people, stuff like that.
Okay. So Balric starts working on skinning the shark. Not where I thought we would start with, but fair enough. And then Avir, you are looking around. Make me a since you're actively like looking and searching an investigation to see what all you find that can be saved.
Okay, investigation's not my forte, but we got this. I
I
say
mean,
as I
if
roll a 3.
perception is better, that is also would also been fine.
Okay, let's roll perception.
Okay.
It was the 3 or a natural 1, so the way the water got in my eyes.
You see water.
Realizing what the group has just gone through, you're just kind of as you're like trying to assess everything that's going on, just really overwhelmed with like the emotion of realizing that you are in fact shipwrecked in the middle of the ocean, and you don't know what else might be in the waters, right? You just had 3 sea devils and a shark come and attack you, and you're not really sure what's going on, so you're not noticing too much in the water at this point. I mean, like you see stuff floating around, but nothing that seems worth saving.
And then with not finding anything, Vera will start casting light on rocks and then making it like an SOS pattern.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, so you begin casting light on the rocks to kind of signal that, hey, we are here, somebody can get us. Okay. Anybody else, what would you be trying to do?
So Duper would be kind of checking his comrades in this point and kind of seeing if anyone was feeling a little almost dead. And if they were, he would be kind of helping them out with his fantastic lay on hands that helped out earlier.
Yeah, so you begin asking if anyone needs any restoring, and I will let people speak for themselves on if they how they'd respond to you.
I'm all right. Just save your healing for those who need it.
I do not need healed. I need off this rock.
Then
Once I
find
get
us
this
a way
skin,
off
I'll
this
be a
rock.
lot better.
Arceus would decline. I'm fine for now. Thank you.
Perfect. And that's pretty much about all he would do in this moment.
So as the group is sitting there, the one crew member that you have stabilized and whatnot, like begins is has was being really quiet, reserved when everything was going on. Obviously, freaked out by the whole situation. And then looks to the group and is like, the shore is up that way. We have to try to find a way to get to the shore. I'm not sure the best without the ship. I'm not sure what the best way is. Do you all see any of the lifeboats anywhere? Do you see the captain? The gnome. Where's the gnome?
I have seen nothing. We are abandoned on a pile of rocks. I the best course of action that I can see is stay calm and pray. Um, I can assist in that praying if you would like. But there is not much else that we have at this moment in time, other than
Pray? Pray to who? Are they? Can we pray to someone to glue the ship back together? What are we praying for? I don't think our prayers have been heard, or we wouldn't be like this.
well, sometimes. Sorry, I shouldn't be reading Discord as I'm trying to talk.
It happens. I
Um,
read Discord while I'm teaching a lot, and sometimes I end up reading what I'm reading on Discord.
um, well, when you're in a position where you don't know what to do, what better than to ask the gods for their guidance? And if they could, I'm sure they would come down here and rewind time and fix our boat, but that's not the situation we're in right now. What god? What's my god? What's my god? Um,
Exactly. What is my god?
Clemvor.
There's no god here that cares.
Well, all I can
If you don't
pray
have a god,
for
why would I
is
have a god?
all I can pray for is that Clemvor has a steady death, steady travel to death for whoever died in this crash. And with that, Vera will start doing funeral rites for the people who died.
Okay. As this is going on, the crew member, like, you can see he is looking around to see, really, like, looking for the captain, the first mate, and trying to see what from the ship, realizing, like, the part that he's on, probably not the best part because it is on fire. And he is going to, uh, swim over to this part that isn't on fire. Oh, this piece seems to be a little more. I don't want to say safe and jinx it, but a little more stable. I don't know if I'd want to be on the rock or here or where, but we've got to figure out a way out of this.
Is that piece buoyant enough to row to shore?
Well, I don't know if it'll make it all the way to shore, but maybe we can make it to the next little clearing of rocks that's that way. We'll just keep heading towards the shore and see what we get to. It's better than just staying here, don't you think? Or if you think staying put is better, I guess we can do that too. With the glowing of the rocks, maybe someone will see us. That was smart thinking. Which one of you did that? Perhaps someone will see us from Dragon's Rest up ahead.
My only fear is that if we're moving, it may draw attention to us from more sea devils. Or we might miss our chance hopping on a ship out of here. But those chances may never come, and so if we do move, it would be fortuitous of us to start now while the day is early and the tide is low. I can move some of the lights onto this ship so that hopefully we're more of a beacon for other ships to notice. Unless anybody has any better ideas.
I can go up and take a look around, see if there's maybe one of the lifeboats survived. Get a aerial view if possible.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
give you some guidance.
Alright, and make me a... If you're just kind of going up and taking a look around, I would say that would be perception.
With a D4.
Yep, with D4.
I don't see nothing.
We're doing great on our perception checks.
Well, so I would say, like, as you're trying, you're not able to get as high as you thought you would be able to, since you are pretty waterlogged, and I would assume that would affect your being able to fly, but I could be wrong, and you can definitely correct me if you think that would be inaccurate.
No, I
But
feel that's totally fair.
yeah, so as you're, and it's more just the flavor of it, as you're trying to get up high enough to really see anything, like, your wings just are not having it. They need a second to dry out, but also realizing probably on the rock where the waves are crashing into might not be the best spot for that. So you don't see too much. You do, of course, notice, because it's hard to miss. Like, the shoreline is up ahead. Again, having a hard time judging that distance, because it does seem like it's pretty far from where you currently are.
I don't see any of the lifeboats, but I did see shore.
I'm just laughing at your perception roll.
It's even worse that his passive is higher.
Oh, what's his passive?
12.
So with your passive and stuff, I would say, given the current situation that the group is in, you would reckon that swimming to the shore, probably going to be pretty dangerous, considering the terrain. The rocks here are mild compared to, like, what lies further ahead, so you definitely would feel being on even just some of the ship might be a better situation than just kind of swimming for it and hoping for the best, or trying to fly in your case. But excuse me, yeah, you think it would take quite a bit of strength and time to get there. As you're looking around, like, you can see a beach. You don't really notice much about it, but, like, you do see that there is a beach up on that shoreline once you get past the rocks.
Okay.
Um,
You'd come back down and relay all that.
Dwarf, whom I don't know the name of. Um, could you help me salvage some of this? Maybe take some of the sail and some of the wood pieces to make a sailboat for us to try to make it to shore.
Oh,
Uh,
uh, well, I haven't worked too much with wood, but we could definitely try. I guess how far have I come along with trying to skin this shark?
Well, so I just need you all to know I don't pay attention to Discord, so I feel bad if anyone has been waiting to use the restroom. Like,
All good.
I just noticed it all.
All good, taken care of. Pay no attention to Discord. So all good.
Okay.
I was kidding about the raise your hand, Duper. It's fine.
I just need you all to know, teacher bladder here, like, so please interrupt and speak up for yourself, because I sometimes go 8 hours without using the restroom. So, like, it's hard for me to remember. Not everyone is a teacher. Okay, with skinning the shark, I mean, I would say it's a pretty smallish shark, right? It's just a little reef. Yeah, those are pretty small, about 6 foot. I would say you were probably at this point, with like the chattering going around and everyone kind of figuring things out, you're probably about 75% of the way through skinning that shark.
Okay. Let me just finish up carving this bad boy up, and then we can see if we can make some kind of a raft or something like that.
Of course.
Make
and
me
while I'm waiting-
a survival roll on how well, and I was going to say this before you called it a raft, how well you were doing at carving up that shark.
Okay. Survival roll. Oof. 12.
As the others look at you and you hacking away at this shark, I would say with a 12, like, you started out doing really well, like your cut's really nice and stuff, and then you just kind of began, like, just hacking at it. So, all in all, you probably, like, once you were finished, of the, like, if you're the skin being, like, intact as a full piece, it's probably about 50% of that shark that's intact.
Okay, half a shark about.
Mm-hmm.
I will keep that and eventually try to make leather out of it.
Fish are friends, not food.
Well, yeah,
I-
it's not food, it's...
I will start to gather up materials to make a boat with, and try to assemble that as best I can.
Awesome. So as you begin gathering, I mean, and you do have, like, that nice big piece of the raft, so that I feel would be pretty easily used. And I don't know why I'm calling it a raft, because it definitely was a ship. What else would you be looking to add to that? So where the crew member is, like, what else would you want to add on to that? Or try
can
to
you just, like,
gather?
put some barrels on the side to help make it more buoyant so it doesn't sink.
Okay. Got barrels, and you're probably going to want to try to find some kind of paddles of sorts as well. So for the gathering up of things, I would say It's so hard because you are in the water. Everything is moving around. So let's do an investigation to see what you find.
Could I do perception?
Sure, you can do perception because you can see things. So why not?
Uh,
Okay.
13 plus a D4.
Yeah. So
15.
as you are looking around, there are quite a few barrels even around that piece and stuff. So you find about 5 barrels that are not damaged, that you are able to use. A lot of them have been with the ripping of into the rocks and stuff. A lot of those barrels are cracked and damaged, but you do find 5 that you can use. And you do find some broken ores that can also be used as well.
I'll start tying the barrels onto the side of the raft.
Okay.
Raft.
And I would assume others are helping with that as well. Is that a fair assumption?
Yep. Once I finish up with the shark, I would be.
Okay.
Yeah, Arceus would help out as much as possible.
Yeah, so with everybody helping and things, I would feel like since you've got the barrels and things, like there's no need to do any kind of rolling. Like you all are able to work on getting them attached to it.
And I do actually have a poor a poor set of wood carvers tools currently. So like poor condition set of wood carvers tools. So
yeah, so you kind of take a look at the ores and seeing where there's a little kind of chip that you're worried might become a bigger problem. And you just kind of carve around that, like making it a little more curved and easier to flow through the water so it's not getting caught on that chip that's there. Okay. Yeah, and so the group has created this makeshift raft, and I kind of feel like this is a good point for us to kind of end on, because obviously the next thing is going to be getting here to the shore, and I think that would be a good point of introducing a new player in. So, it's a little shorter than usual, but end of the year school stuff and learning how to dissect a pig, which, I guess I should ask, Balric, how does one dissect a shark? Do you think I can use that to help with my pig dissection?
you might be able to. It takes a lot of finesse, as we found out today.
All right.
I think the organs would be in different places.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a
Well,
few.
And don't they have like I know I'm the biologist and should know everything, but the shark would have like the swim bladder and all that kind of stuff too.
The shark would also have blubber on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Gills as opposed to lungs.
Yes. That one I do know. That's my classic example of things when we're talking about adaptations. All right,
Wouldn't
if
they
you
still have
are...
lungs because gills just take the oxygen out of the water? I don't know how gills work.
No, I feel like those are the lungs. I feel like I should know this, so now I'm going to stop so I don't embarrass myself on my stream. If you are tuning in and you're watching us as we get sidetracked at the end here and you want to continue watching us, we won't be playing next week, but we will be back on May 9th. I think I got my date right. On May 9th to continue with some Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. If you are here and you have not hit the follow button, please do. And if you did follow during the stream, thank you for that. I'm super close to my next goal of 50, so any followers that I can get, I definitely appreciate. And hopefully you all had a great time tuning in.